Wait for some people to hop in, y'all. It is 7 o'clock on the dot, Central Standard Time. Welcome to the live. We have 0 people in here right now, but that's okay. We'll wait until we get a couple viewers. What is up, y'all? I got my comments up. It has been a day. Work was definitely work, of course, but I'm grateful to be able to work from home. I got some really exciting news today, so I'm really happy about that. I'm feeling the momentum, I'm feeling the love. Y'all know I have really been going hard with my content. So if y'all don't follow me on Instagram at yasminebiancacosmetics, y'all are missing out. I am posting consistently. I'm so proud of me. Y'all should be proud of me too. And yeah, I'm just happy to be back in front of the camera on live. The last time I went live, I want to say was, I don't know, maybe like 5 years ago was the last time I went live from YouTube. What I would like to do ideally is stream from YouTube and also stream from TikTok and Instagram at the same time. But we don't have that kind of setup just yet, but we will get there. Yeah. So what we're talking about today, I just want to be clear. Let's address the monkey in the room. Why am I going live? Y'all know that I post every Sunday vlogs on my channel, but I want to start incorporating live streams so we can have some interaction, going back and forth, some communication. That's really important to me to vibe with you guys and connect with my audience. So that's why I'm here. And my husband actually pushed me to go live today, y'all. I never go live on YouTube, but he said something in his spirit was telling him that I need to go live. So here I am, even though I'm super tired. I worked all day. He was like, you just seem so reluctant about doing it. And it's like, it's not that. I'm just very tired. So, but this is just a testament to my craft and something that I want to do. So that's why we are here. So let's talk about the topic of the evening, modern relationships. If y'all don't know by now, in all of the headlines, all over your timeline, you're seeing information about modern relationships. The two that I'm talking about today are Megan Thee Stallion and Klay Thompson, and Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. So I'm addressing these things from a biblical perspective, y'all. I want to get your feedback on what you think about these relationships. Like, if you don't know, and if you've been living under a rock, we know that Megan Thee Stallion, the Houston hottie, had been dating Klay Thompson for like the past year. I think they got together in July of 2025. They made the relationship public when they went to one of Megan's fundraising events in New York. And so after that, it was known that the two were an item. On top of that, Megan was very public about their relationship. She was posting about him on TikTok, posting about him on Instagram, all of her socials. You know, everybody was so excited to see them together because this is totally different than anybody she had previously been with that we have known, right? We knew that she was with Moneybagg Yo. We knew that she had some dealings with Tory Lanez. We knew that she had some dealings with the baby. So we know that she's kind of dipped, dilly-dallied in the rap game, the rap kind of thug persona. But to see her with Klay Thompson, that was totally different for us. So all of us, we were kind of like, okay, girl, you got your good guy. Like, he's treating you right. He's picking you up from the airport. She's cooking for him, getting introduced to his family, going golfing, all of the things. And we just really thought that they were going to be an item. We really thought that. So to hear almost a year later, she released a statement just a couple of days ago in April saying that trust is one of her non-negotiables. So it sounds like there may have been some infidelity on Klay Thompson's side after we had been rooting for this couple. We have been jamming to her song, Lover Boy, my man, my man, my man, my baby, my baby. Like, everybody was jamming to that song. We love that song. And we were 100% rooting for the couple. But we definitely got our feelings hurt when we found out that Clay had been cheating. So my question is, why do you think Megan went 100% public with this relationship? We didn't see her going public with Moneybag Yo, the baby, Tory Lane, none of that. All that was kind of hush hush. But she was out in the open with this NBA player who has had an amazing career. He plays for the Dallas Mavericks NBA. And we just thought that they were going to have their happily ever after. So my question is, do y'all think she's wrong for going public? I mean, if you think about it, Megan has been through a lot, right? We have seen her career go through a lot of tumultuous events, to include her being shot at, to include her losing her mother. She's been through a lot. And then she was recently on Broadway in New York, and she recently had to end her tour on Broadway early. And, she put like a little broken heart on her Instagram. But it's like, why do she's painted this picture that, I don't know, it's that they just had such a good relationship. And so now something has happened. We don't know what it is. Nobody has made a statement. The only thing we do know is there's been speculation about some other WNBA player is who Clay cheated with, but she has since came out saying that she had nothing to do with the scandal and people were threatening her and all of the things. She had to hire security, all the things. So my question is, do y'all think that Megan should have went public with this relationship? I mean, she was excited. This was going to be her big win after going through all of these hardships. This was going to be her big win. So I'm really kind of sad that this didn't work out. But from a biblical perspective, we know that just because somebody has fame doesn't necessarily mean they have built the characteristics to be in a solid relationship. I think sometimes we jump in, we women, sometimes we jump in without properly vetting the men that we are with. And I have a poll on the chat. So if y'all pull up the chat, there's a poll that says character or chemistry. Which one is more important? I want to know what y'all think. To me, honestly, obviously, it's about character. Because chemistry is always fleeting. There may be times in your relationship where you have chemistry and then times where you may not feel like you have chemistry. But that is something that could be worked on eventually. Character is something that's like built in, like that's innate to a person. So I think Megan was very excited about this relationship. She wanted to share it with the world. When you're happy and this man is treating you right, picking you up from the airport, getting you flowers, y'all are working out together, all the things, like you definitely want to share that with the world. Do y'all think she was wrong for sharing that with us? And then on top of that, people are getting relationship goals from what they see out of this, right? So celebrities are continuously feeding us as consumers these highs of relationships and then these lows. Like we get together, we're super happy, and then dang, it's over with like within a year. Like it's these ups and downs. There's no steadiness. So I don't like what this is teaching our young girls about relationships. It's really teaching people like you can't trust nobody. But that's not always the case. And that's also not to say that infidelity doesn't also happen when you're married, because it does happen in marriages and people work through it. So y'all answer in the chat for me what y'all think about that question. Is it character or relationship? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Let me see who all is in here. Y'all leave me a comment. I want to see if you're in here. Drop a comment so I can see who's in here, who's supporting. Let me see ya. So in my eyes, as far as the poll that we have posted, chemistry definitely is something that can start and spark a flame, but character is what's going to be able to keep it. So that's what sustains it. And your character really has to be rooted in biblical principles for you to have any type of longevity or success in relationship. to be honest. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, how many followers you have, what kind of plugs you got. It doesn't matter. Like, you have to be rooted in God's word in order to have a successful relationship. And I'm not just talking about going to church. I'm talking about having a personal relationship with God. So God's design for relationships includes honesty, self-control, faithfulness, and accountability. Why do y'all think it seems like men and women lack self-control? Self-control is one of the fruits of the Spirit. So when you're abiding in the Holy Spirit, that's one of the things that you are given is self-control. Self-control is something that our generation truly, truly struggles with because we're so used to instant gratification. In this world of social media and technology, everything is changing at lightning speed. We're so used to instant gratification, instant dopamine hits, instant. But 9 times out of 10, if something is instant, it's not going to last long. That's just the truth. So that's what we have to look out for in relationships. And I don't know if Megan was actually looking into that or, worried about his character and who he was, or if she even saw any signs, but it just makes you wonder. You have somebody like Megan Thee Stallion. She got her own bag. She got everything. She's famous. She's beautiful. Her body. She talks about sex. So what is it? Is it that she wasn't giving you any sex? Was it not enough sex? Was it just like, it's a lack, honestly, it's just a lack of self-control. Self-control is so important. And if you ask God for it, he'll give it to you. But you really have to diligently seek him in order to get self-control. Lynn, hi, honey. Thank you for joining, girly. So yeah, biblically, love is not just about passion. It is about responsibility. So even though Meg and Clay had been together, yes, baby, mommy's online. Say hi.
Hi.
Sebastian says, hi, y'all. Love is not just about passion. It's really and truly about responsibility. So I really hate that Clay dropped the ball on this. No, this is my...
Awesome.
Y'all, he's drinking my Coke Zero. Thank you. I really hate that this didn't work out for the couple. We were all definitely rooting for them, but it's not the first time that we've seen this in the media, and it's not going to be the last time that we see this in media. So trust is definitely something that's earned. Do we think that they can recover from this? I mean, I really thought that they were going to make it. If they are willing to do the work, both of them on each side, I'm sure they could get past this. But with the relationship being so new and fresh, only a year in, it would definitely take a lot of work. And it just makes me think, dang, was Clay just a F-boy? Because you literally had this girl cooking for your family on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like, what was going on? Like, were you also talking to other people? We don't know. Clay has yet to make a statement in response to Megan. And the only thing we've heard from Megan was that I think she did an interview with Entrepreneur Magazine, and she ended her Broadway tour a little early. But those are the only things that we have heard from them. And Clay went live on his Instagram, and he's just driving his boat and listening to music, not addressing anything, but just definitely taking on the media presence. So anyway, let's move on to Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. So if you've been living under a rock, you also know that Cardi B, the ex-wife of Offset, they had been together for 7 years. She moved on and started dating Stephon Diggs, who plays for the New England Patriots. And I think I forgot the position that he's in, but he now has 3 kids, 3 different baby mamas. Everybody said that he was an F-boy. People were like, why are you dating him? But again, we saw that Cardi was head over heels for him. She wrote a song about him, multiple songs on her newest album about him. And then when she kicked off her tour for the Little Miss Pretty album, or the Little Miss Pretty tour, then at the very beginning of the tour, right after having their child, their son, that's when all the rumors started coming out that he was cheating. So again, we're seeing a lack of self-control here. That is definitely a common theme when it comes to infidelity. And people need to be held accountable for this. And it seems like the more status a person has, the more acceptable it is for them to have a lack of self-control, where that is just totally backwards to me. Yeah, so let me see. Again, we're up and down with relationship. Cardi just getting out of a 7-year marriage with Offset, then instantly hopping in with somebody else, instantly getting pregnant. It's kind of like, are you trying to make Offset mad, or are you just really trying to fill a void, right? When ideally, after a 7-year marriage and you have 3 kids with this person, you should have taken a break. Like, girl, you should have just chilled your butt out. I understand wanting to be in love. I understand it's an amazing, euphoric feeling being in love, but you also have to properly vet these people. Like, girl, just because he looked good and he's modeling and all that, that doesn't mean that he's the one for you and he's going to treat you right, or that you, because of who you are going to change him. That's just not how it works. So we need to stop calling dysfunction passion, just to be honest. Like, if fidelity is unclear, the relationship is unsafe. If boundaries are absent, pain is inevitable. This is so true. So, real love is steady and not seasonal. We've been seeing a lot of seasonal relationships, y'all, and I hate that for us, because our generation really needs solid couples to look up to. But the problem is, people aren't seeking the word of God before they enter into these relationships. People are not coming into relationships whole. They're coming into relationships half of a person, missing pieces, broken, still dealing with past issues, not fully healed, and then expecting to have a whole relationship. It doesn't work like that. So you have to be whole as a person and meet your other person that's whole, and then y'all come together to become one. That's how it should go. So, in the comments, I need everybody in here, all 3 of y'all, to drop me a comment. I know this is my first time going live, so I'm not despising small beginnings. But Lynn says, I think they could get over it, but media makes it challenging. Media absolutely does make it challenging, because you have so many people in everybody's ear. I'm sure so many people are talking to Megan, so many people are talking to Clay. So it's just like, what is it, you know? But I would like to hear something from Clay. We'll see if we do. If not, we don't. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, both of them need to seek God. Megan has a lot of hurt and a lot of things that she's been through that she really needs to take time to be like by herself. And then we also have to study the pattern of people's relationships. Like I said, with Cardi getting with Diggs, did she think that just because she got with him, that was going to change him, that he was going to be faithful to her? You're just coming out of a 7-year marriage with your ex-husband who was cheating on you. Did you not recognize the signs? These are things, and it's like, are you overlooking them because you want to be in a relationship so bad? A lot of times we do overlook things because we want to be in a relationship and we want it to seem like we have a happy ending and everything is okay. So we just overlook things, and that is just a recipe for a disaster, to be honest. Let me see. And I also want to go back to Megan Thee Stallion. We all know that she's had her fair share of sex. Megan definitely sells sex, her body, her music. If you listen to any of her rap songs, 9 times out of 10, she's talking about sucking, ucking, and all the things. And so it's kind of like, you put yourself out here as this type of persona, and now you want to become a good girl when you get in a relationship with Clay. But how does he see you? Does he see you as like, yeah, she done been with him? her, because she was known. She apparently it was rumored that she was also messing around with Kaylani, who's also bisexual. So she was messing around with different people, and it's like, how does Clay really see you? I heard on a different podcast that Clay was saying that, or people were saying that Clay just think that she just like the swoop, like she was just good for the season to get him through the season, and now the season is over, the NBA season is over, and he want to do his own thing. But we have to be careful how we present ourselves as wives too. When you meet someone, when you're coming from singlehood, you should already be a wife. The Bible talks about that, how you already need to be a wife. It says, he who findeth a wife, meaning you should already have the attributes and the characteristics of a wife. I mean, not fully, right? Because you're still going to go through a process of refinement and evolution while you're married, but you should already have those wifely principles and godly principles rooted in you. I'm not quite sure that Megan Thee Stallion actually had those. I think that she was in her hottie phase. Was she successful in business? Yes. Was she successful in film? Yes. In music, all the things. But she definitely had some trials as it came to relationships. So those are things that she definitely needed to seek God for. And just because you get with the good guy doesn't mean that everything is just, gonna change. So again, I wish them the best. I pray that they can get through whatever's going on, and if they end up together, they end up together. This will be a testament for them. But yeah, just with Megan's history, it kind of just dampens the relationship piece. Yes. What else did I want to talk about today? And also, a man who has multiple children, I don't think Klay Thompson had any kids, but with Stephon Diggs, him having all of these kids, is that not like a red flag for you? I just wonder, golly, girl, the D must have been like hypnotizing that you just overlooked all of these things. Like, it's really, really unfortunate, because you had a child, and then Cardi was alone with her baby boy who was only like weeks old. On their first Christmas, because Stephon was with his other baby mama. So then you get into all that. Let me see. Lynn says, yes, I saw Meg's documentary. She definitely has trauma. Poor Meg. She really does. And I can relate to some of her trauma, losing her mom. I think she also lost her father too. So she's kind of just been out here trying to find herself, and then in the public and subject to public scrutiny and all the things. So we've witnessed her growth. And I think that's another reason why we were so excited for this relationship, because it seemed like Megan was settling down. And now it's like she back outside. I saw a video of her taking shots and, what you call it, rode the boat, driving the boat and all that. Like, she was definitely influencing us in the wrong way. So looking at the poll, it looks like character is winning at 67%. Now, who said chemistry? I am curious to know who said chemistry is what makes a relationship thrive. Chemistry is important. I definitely feel like chemistry is important, but I feel like character is more important. Yes, let's see. I just think relationships in the public eye should really, they take us up and down. It's like you want to root for them, and you want to have relationship goals of people that you admire. But it's hard to do that. So the best thing you can do is literally open up that good book and get to creating a relationship with your Heavenly Father. Because at the end of the day, He's the only one who can really fill you in the way that you need to be filled. And because man will literally fail you every single time. So that would be my advice for Cardi and Meg, is to focus on themselves, be selfish, and really seek counsel from the Lord. What else do we have here? that is all I wanted to talk about, you guys. I would like to know who said chemistry. If you're in the chat, let me know. I have 4 viewers. That is crazy. I pray that we can grow together. I would love to start doing this on a weekly basis. But at the end of the day, y'all, these relationships, we definitely cannot count on them. And we know that they are fleeting up and down. And just because they're a celebrity, that doesn't mean they're the only people that go through it. Us regular people go through it too. So, like I said, at the end of the day, we definitely have to be rooted in Christ Jesus to help us with that self-control. Self-control is a B. Like, it's hard to control what we eat on a daily basis. But once we exercise that muscle, we can literally do anything that we put our mind to. So, and that includes succeeding at relationships, the hardest relationships. So, healthy relationships require truth, trust, boundaries, and faithfulness. God's way protects people from confusion, instability, and heartbreak. When truth leaves a relationship, trust dies. When trust dies, love struggles to breathe. That is why biblical love must be rooted in faithfulness. So, that's all we have for today, y'all. This is my first live, and like I said, a couple of years. If you are just scrolling and seeing this, make sure you follow me on Instagram at yasminebianca_. I am going to increase the frequency in which that I go live. So I would like to get y'all's feedback. We have some exciting things coming down the pipeline, including giveaways and all of that. I know everybody can use a giveaway because with this economy and the gas prices being crazy high, do y'all see how high gas is? Like, I need to go electric, like ASAP. Like, what is happening with our economy? Y'all, isn't my glass so cute? I got this from Z Gallery. I posted a similar one on my LTK from Macy's. It's similar. It's not this exact one, but this glass is so stinking cute. But yeah, y'all, tune in for, let me see. It's a start. I'm proud of you. You went live. That's great. Thank you, sis. Because I sure was like excited, nervous, all the things, but I did it and we're here and I'm proud of me. So thank you. Major shout out to my husband for pushing me to do this because I wasn't going to do it. But here I am. So just grateful for my support. And we have 5 people in here. Who else is in here besides Lynn? I want to know. Leave a comment so I can see who you are before I hop off. I want to know. I want to get to know you. Y'all, I tried this new blush that I'm absolutely in love with. I did a little video too. It's the Morphe Cheek Thrills blush. I'm in love. And can I just say, I feel so official going live from my camera. Like, I was going to go live from my computer, the built-in webcam on my laptop, but going live from my camera? Like, what? Who am I? We have a whole little studio production thing going on over here, and I am so here for it. Let me know, comment if you're in here. It's 5 people in here. I would like to know. I know y'all ain't bots, so tell me who you are. Oh, participants. Let's see. I only see 2 participants. Yeah, she definitely has trauma. Yeah. Well, since y'all don't want to comment, I'm going to hop off. This is going to be a quick 30-minute live. I thank y'all for joining and tuning in. I appreciate you. If you have any topics or suggestions or questions for me, please send them into my email at yasminebiancacosmetics@gmail.com. I'm taking topic requests. I'm taking any type of feedback. I want to know what you guys want to see because at the end of the day, you're the audience. So what you want matters. So yeah, again, I'm excited to be here. Follow me on Instagram if you aren't already at yasminebianca_. And all 5 of you, I will see y'all in the next live. I'll see you guys again on Sunday when the vlog drops. So make sure you have your notifications turned on so you know when your girl drops her vlog. But I will see you guys in the next video. I love you guys.